Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a side of the trucking industry that, let's be honest, most people completely dread. But it is absolutely critical to your survival. We're talking about the aftermath of a road incident. We're keeping things relentlessly practical today as we look at a trucking fleet's ultimate line of defense. We're going to explore the Claims and Citations division at Synchron Safety, a team that serves as an indispensable legal and financial shield for motor carriers.
Imagine this scenario. It's 2 a.m. Your driver is 1,000 miles away and your phone rings. Maybe it's a mangled bumper from an intersection collision. Maybe it's a trailer full of incredibly high-value damaged cargo. Or maybe it's the flashing red and blue lights of law enforcement in the rearview mirror, ending in a massive stack of citations. The immediate aftermath of any incident like this is pure chaos. It's confusing, it's stressful, and above all, it's an immediate, severe financial threat to your fleet's operations. The financial bleeding starts the exact second that incident occurs.
Well, that is exactly where our experts step in. You can think of the Claims and Citations division as the absolute hero of this story. They are the ultimate shield that steps right into the middle of that roadside chaos and takes the hit for you. They handle the screaming brokers, the aggressive insurance adjusters, and the incredibly complex legal system, so fleet owners simply don't have to. They take an unbelievably messy, high-stress situation and transform it into a clear, settled resolution.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, your legal shield and financial protection.
Our experts literally split their operations right down the middle to make sure all your bases are covered. Over on Side A, we have claims. This means they are negotiating complex cargo damage, physical damage to your trucks, liability issues when third parties are involved, and even bond claims. Then, on Side B, we have citations. This is where they act as elite legal strategists, aggressively filtering traffic tickets into non-moving and moving violations, fighting battles on both fronts at the exact same time.
Moving right along to Section 2, Evidence and Ticket Defense.
You know you can't just take someone else's word for what happened in an accident, right? Our division builds an ironclad case from minute one. First up is a direct driver interview, getting the unvarnished facts while they're still fresh. Step 2 is absolutely crucial, pulling the 360-degree dashcam footage. We're talking systems like Samsara, which allow us to literally see the truth and prove the carrier's innocence. Step 3 is cross-referencing with dispatchers and brokers to audit the entire communication timeline. And finally, armed with all of this indisputable evidence, Step 4 is stepping into the ring with the insurance adjuster to negotiate from a position of total power.
So let's pivot over to the citation side. What exactly is a moving violation? Basically, it's a traffic offense committed while a commercial motor vehicle is in motion. Think speeding, improper lane changes, or blowing past a way station. Why does this matter so much? Because moving violations are the ultimate operational threat to a trucking company. They drastically spike a carrier's federal CSA safety score. If that score gets too high, the FMCSA steps in, your insurance rates go through the roof, and your fleet could literally be shut down.
To combat this, our experts don't just cross their fingers and ask the driver to politely apologize to a judge. No way. They instantly tap into massive, nationwide legal networks. We're utilizing platforms like Off the Record, the Driver Legal Plan, and even directly sourcing through state bar associations. Honestly, it doesn't matter what county or state your driver gets pulled over in, this division secures a highly specialized CDL attorney to represent the driver in court. They make sure no citation goes unchallenged.
Let's look at the complete life cycle of this ticket defense process. Step 1, retain that specialized CDL attorney. Step 2, let the attorney go to work in court to secure a final disposition, meaning they either get the ticket completely dismissed or at least reduced to a non-moving violation. But getting a win in court isn't the end of the line. Step 3 is where the real magic happens. Our experts take that court victory and file a data queue challenge with the federal government to wipe the violation off your fleet's federal safety record entirely.
This brings us to Section 3, protecting revenue and your bottom line.
Listen to this core philosophy from our experts. We don't just accept the first repair invoice. We fight adjusters to lower unfair costs. It's so true. When a truck gets damaged, the opposing insurance company or the broker will almost always throw out an inflated number, just hoping you'll pay it to make the headache go away. Our claims team acts as your fierce negotiator. They challenge appraisers, they scrutinize every single line item, and they force those costs down. Why? To prevent your insurance premiums from absolutely skyrocketing the next year.
Let's put a real number on this, say $20,000. Imagine one of your trucks hits a tree. Nobody else is involved, but the equipment is heavily damaged. That's a massive physical damage claim.
Our team steps right in, manages the entire process, from repair estimates to downtime claims, and ensures the insurance company actually pays out that full $20,000 fairly and promptly. They are protecting your capital so you can get that truck fixed and back on the road generating revenue instead of just sitting in a lot waiting on paperwork.
Now, back to citations. There is a massive misconception in this industry. A lot of drivers think they should just pay the fine to get it over with and move on. Absolutely not. Paying a ticket literally means pleading guilty. The exact moment you pay, those devastating points are permanently stamped onto your carrier's federal record. And that right there is exactly why the division fights for reductions and dismissals. It's really never about the cost of the fine. It's always about protecting that CSA score.
And that leads us to my absolute favorite number in this whole process: 0. 0 is the ideal number of CSA points added to a carrier's record after our division executes a successful legal defense and follows it up with that data queue challenge we talked about earlier. 0 points means your insurance rate stays stable, your safety rating remains pristine, and your fleet stays on the road where it belongs.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 4, headache-free resolution. Think about out-of-state court clerks who literally just won't answer the phone, or aggressive insurance adjusters trying to lowball you, opposing brokers withholding payment. For a fleet owner, dealing with these people is a full-time, incredibly frustrating job. But with the Claims and Citations division in your corner, they are no longer your problem. That immense, heavy burden is completely shifted off your shoulders and directly onto ours.
Which leads us to our core promise: Audit-Ready operations. Because our team handles the whole shebang from start to finish, every single digital file, every police report, every dashcam video, and every final settlement is meticulously organized and securely stored in our cloud-based claim terminal. If the DOT or an insurance auditor ever comes knocking, there is zero panic. You can have total confidence because every file is perfectly assembled and ready to go.
Instead of waking up to angry emails from brokers, you get this: the Friday Weekly Claims Report. It lands cleanly in your inbox at the end of the week, detailing exactly what the division has accomplished for you. It lays out the bottom line savings, the unfair invoices they successfully negotiated down, and the exact tickets they beat in court. It's the tangible, practical proof that your shield is out there working for you.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. When the chaos of the road inevitably strikes, who do you want taking the hit? With the Claims and Citations division at Synchron Safety in your corner, you aren't just getting administrative help, you are getting a relentless legal and financial team absolutely dedicated to fighting for your bottom line. Are you ready to secure that indispensable shield for your own fleet? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.